your Grande River. Swim across it. You swim across it. We know you ain't running. No, you swimming across it.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Recording the game. That part. Record this. You shouldn't be filming the game. Turn around. See what you're turning down.
I cannot believe how hateful of a video this is. An alleged football coach in the Seattle area taunted people recording.
Let me go ahead and call ICE. I hope y'all got y'all green cards. I hope y'all do. You're not even recording.
So that was Larika Drakes. She is an algebra teacher at MacArthur High School. You can clearly see that students were peacefully protesting. Obviously, they were going to do a walkout for ICE for what's happening in our country. MacArthur, along with Conroe, I believe, Westwood High School. I know it was a lot of high schools around Houston that were doing this in support of what's going on. But I'm sorry. You're going to go ahead and call ICE and you're telling the students to make sure they have their green cards. Mind you, MacArthur is mainly Hispanic students. So what in your right mind thought that was okay to say? And for the students around you to be laughing, and I don't give a any of you guys have to say, but none of that funny.
Another porous example, this teacher at a high school. It wouldn't be alone. For Fox News and the New York Post, both outlets owned by Rupert Murdoch, West Chicago gym teacher James Hydorn, pictured here, resigned after posting "Go ICE" on his social media account. He would tell Fox News Digital, "I've spent 14 years building my career, pouring my heart into teaching kids, building relationships, and being a positive role model. To see it all upended over two simple words, Go ICE, where I express my personal support for law enforcement, felt like a severe blow to my career. Now, there's a GoFundMe in his name. As of this taping, it's raised over $70,000. West Chicago Mayor Daniel Bovee would say this to his Facebook page and getting it out to his audience.
Teachers can have political opinions. They can express their political opinions in appropriate ways. What makes this different is this. This school district, the school where this happened, we have multiple students who have lost their mom or dad in the last few months in these ICE raids. We have students who go home fearful every night, wondering if their mom or dad is going to be there. We have kids having panic attacks at school. Our kids watch the news. They see people who are shot and killed, people are punched or kicked, and tear gas is sprayed. And this is the reality that they're living in right now. And so then they're wondering, is this what's happening to my parent who's been taken away? It's extremely traumatic for these kids. And so to have a teacher who is a person that they trust, who is the one who takes care of them when they can't be with their mom or dad, to have that person cavalierly cheer on these events as if it's a football game and say, "Go ICE," is extremely hurtful and extremely offensive. And it's wrong. Here's what I want to ask you as mayor. Let's make sure that the kids and the well-being of the children is at the center of our response to this issue. I understand the outrage that many feel over this. I understand seeing injustices in our own community and wanting to respond to that. But let's make sure the kids are at the center. But when injustices have occurred in our community, it is right for us to stand up and speak out in support of that vulnerable community. And that's what I intend to do. Thank you, West Chicago.
Hydorn would add, "This started with a 2-word comment on my personal Facebook page supporting law enforcement. Nothing more. It wasn't directed at any student, family, or school community. Second, I was placed on leave and faced intense pressure before any full investigation or fair process could play out. With this, it led to my resignation. Third, I lost my career, my income, and the chance to close out my time with my students properly. No farewell, no goodbyes." Once more from Hydorn. Most importantly, This is bigger than me. It's about whether personal opinions expressed outside of work can cost someone their livelihood without due process. I hope to see free speech matters, even when it's unpopular. It does feel like a double standard, due to my viewpoint being different from others within the community that I taught in. I feel that we should all be able to coexist with our personal political viewpoints. Sadly, though, it is getting worse.
There's a lot of fear about also the question about some of our students in schools, particularly public schools, being questioned about their status or their family status. Could you give us some commitment that we're not going to essentially turn our schools, our principals, our teachers into deputized ICE officers by asking the status of these students under the age of 18?
Yeah, I don't see that being the situation. I see what President Trump has put in place through executive order to be able to allow law enforcement to go to schools and churches. But I think I grew up in Southern California. I grew up in an area that had a gang problem, and I would have welcomed as a youth to be able to make sure that I was felt safe at my school, and as my kids grow up, to make sure they feel safe. So I think that what we're doing,
and this is why you should support local police officers, is why I'm for police officers in school. But there's also a lot of kids that are actually good, innocent kids, and not all gang members are illegals, just in case you're wondering. And so, being able for them to go to school, receive services, learn, because a lot of them will eventually become citizens one way or the other legally. And by making a place that's not safe to go, you're going to have kids skipping school, which we are already seeing all over this country, where kids are skipping school, even some that are here legally, that were born in the United States, because they're afraid that they're going to be followed home by ICE and their parents are going to be taken away. So this is why I'm concerned about our schools not being kind of a safe zone for kids, not for drug dealers or anything else like that, but for actually kids.
A better example of teachers in the country?
I'm a block from the school and had to pull over because I'm so frustrated. But basically, one of our teachers is now going to be fostering one of our students because her parents just got deported. Just let that sink in. A minor's parents just got deported. She's homeless. DHS showed up to our school. We're her teachers. We love her. She's brilliant. She's kind. We're not going to let that happen to her. So one of us is fostering her now. I don't care about your political ideology. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what side of the spectrum you're on. This is not the way to handle immigration. Immigration has been an issue that has plagued America for so long, but this is not the answer. It's just not. And if you come into my comment section saying, oh, well, serves her right, her parents should know, I have no tolerance. I have no patience. This is a child who should have a bright future, and her parents are gone and now she's living with one of her teachers. It's just absurd and it's heartbreaking, and I do not believe that anybody in a desperate enough situation would do the exact same thing for their family, for their kid. I would. If it meant breaking the law for the future of my kid to get out of a desperate situation, I'd do it. Like, I don't care. This is just not the way to handle it. It's just, she's a child.
And to be clear, they shouldn't have to do this. Nobody should have to do this. Yet this is what the Trump administration has decided to do. We cannot allow this to become business as usual, and we cannot allow us to feel as though this is normal. So whatever you can do, if you can help your community, if you can organize, if you can try to just get active, please do. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYTSports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.